Good day to you all. Learners Not is an online platform to encourage better way of education among our students. My name is Shaino Mary Jacob, your chemistry teacher. So today let's discuss about hydrocarbons. So from the term hydrocarbons, what do you understand? Something related to hydrogen and something related to carbon. Exactly. So hydrocarbons are compounds containing simply carbon and hydrogen. So it might be the length or the number of carbons or number of hydrogen doesn't depend. So if a molecule contains carbon and hydrogen, then such molecules are known as hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons are mainly classified into three separate groups. So the first one is saturated hydrocarbon, second one is unsaturated, and the third one is aromatic hydrocarbon. So let's discuss in detail about this. So the first one is saturated hydrocarbon. So this is, in this saturated hydrocarbon, the carbon-carbon bond will be always single bond. See, this is an example for unsaturated hydrocarbon. Here, the carbon-carbon bonds are single bond. So such hydrocarbon that contain only carbon-carbon single bond is known as saturated hydrocarbons. So if different carbon atoms are joined together to form an open chain, see this is an open chain system, and here all the bonds are single bonds. Such compounds are known as alkanes. Such compounds are known as alkanes. So let's see what is closed system. So we are very familiar with open system and open chain and closed chain. In this, here this is a closed chain which represent, each end represent carbon. See, carbon, 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 carbon and carbon. So we know each carbon atom needs 4 as its valency. And here also all the bonds are single bond. But the only difference is it is a closed circle, closed chain. So such compounds we will write it as cyclo. We will give a prefix to it, that is cyclo. Next is unsaturated hydrocarbon. So in saturated hydrocarbon we told the carbon-carbon will have single bond. Then what will be unsaturated hydrocarbon? Yes, it contains more than one bond. So it will be like it contains double bond, and in another example is it might contain triple bond. So there are two different cases for unsaturated hydrocarbon. So if the carbon-carbon bond is double bond, then we will call it as alkene, E-N-E. And if the carbon-carbon bonds are triple bond, then we will call it as alkyne. So the spelling of alkyne will be A-L-K-Y-N-E. Since in this case there are two carbons, one and two carbons, it is known as ethyne. If it has two carbon, we will call it as ethene. Yes. So we'll move to the next topic, that is aromatic hydrocarbon. It is a special kind of bond with a hexagonal shape. So here to discuss about aromatic hydrocarbon, I just took one example, that is very common example, that is benzene. Benzene contain, see how many carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 carbon atoms, that is C6, and how many hydrogen atom? Yes, hydrogen 6. So here there are alternate double bonds in the molecule. So such compounds are known as aromatic. There are other aromatic hydrocarbons also which we will discuss later. Okay. So we have discussed about saturated hydrocarbons, unsaturated hydrocarbons and aromatic hydrocarbons. So first we learned about saturated hydrocarbon which having single bond. Carbon-carbon bond will be always single. So such hydrocarbons having single bonds are termed as alkanes, right? So in this video we will discuss more about alkanes. Okay. So alkynes, it is a we have discussed, it can either be open chain or closed chain. We have seen two examples, right? Ethane we have seen, cyclopentane we have seen. Similarly, for alkanes, the general formula is CnH2n plus 2. So here n is equal to, depending upon the carbon number, that is 1, 2, 3, etc. So here first example is given, that is methane. Methane contains C1, carbon 1. And what will be the value of H? 2 into 1 plus 2, that is CH4. That is a formula here. It is a structure CH4. So for ethane, here the carbon atom is, this is carbon and this is carbon. So the carbon atom is 2, C2H. We'll substitute the value of 2 in this equation and we'll get 2 into 2 plus 2. That is C2H6. Similarly, so for the first we have written it as methane. For the second it is ethane. And if it has 3 carbon atoms, it will be propane. We have studied about this in our previous classes, right? Okay. So we will now discuss about the properties of alkanes. In chemistry, there are mainly 2 kinds of properties. That first one is physical property and the another one is chemical property. So first we will discuss about the physical properties. We will discuss about the physical properties. So first we will see what is the nature of alkanes. So alkanes are usually non-polar molecules. What do you mean by non-polar molecules? Yes, it won't be having much electronegative value. They share their electrons equally to both the atoms. So such molecules will be known as alkanes. They are having a weak intermolecular forces depending upon the size. Okay, if the size is larger, then they will be having a little more intermolecular force of attraction. Due to weak forces, see, this is carbon 1, carbon 1 to and carbon 4, that is CH4 to butane will be gases, and from carbon 5 to carbon 17, if the number of carbon is 17, then it will be liquid, and if the carbon atom will be more than 17, that is from 18 onwards, then that will be solid. So that is the nature of alkane, that is 1 to 4 gases, C5 to 17 will be liquid and above 17 will be solid. And let's see the boiling point of alkane. So from the graph itself, it's very clear. See, carbon atom 1, the boiling point is around 100, right? 100 not 10. And carbon 2, it is around 180. And for carbon 3, it is 230. And the boiling point is increasing according to the number of carbon atom. So we can tell that when number of carbon atom increases, boiling point also, boiling point increases. So boiling point of alkyne totally depend upon the number of carbon atoms. Next one is the solubility. What do you mean by solubility? Yes, it will dissolve in the liquid or not, dissolve in the solvent or not. So alkanes are, we already told, alkanes are non-polar. So it is expected to be insoluble in water. Water is a polar solvent. Okay. They dissolve in, where do they dissolve in? They dissolve in non-polar solvents such as ether, benzene, we have discussed about benzene, carbon tetrachloride and such solutions which is non-polar in nature, non-polar solvent. Since alkane is non-polar in nature, it will dissolve in non-polar solvent. So the solubility generally decreases, this is the main point, generally decreases with increase in molecular mass. The molecular mass increases, the solubility will decrease. Now we will see the density of alkanes. Alkanes is, we are comparing it with the density of water. When it's compared with the density of water, alkanes is having a lighter or the lesser density. The density increases with increase in number of carbon atom. If the carbon atom number increases, if it is 1, and if we compare carbon 1 and carbon 10, then carbon 10 will be having more density. So according to the number of carbon atoms, its density will increase. So we have discussed 4 chemical properties of alkanes. Now we have discussed 4 main physical properties of alkanes. Now we will see the chemical properties of alkanes. So we have mainly 2 chemical properties. That is, first one is the reaction of alkanes with water. So I have taken one example here. Here the carbon atom is, this molecule contain carbon 1, that is, the name is methane. So when methane is treated with water, we will get hydrogen and CO, carbon monoxide. So similarly, when an alkyne is treated with water, we will get hydrogen. That is the main point to be learned. Then we will see another reaction, that is combustion. From the term combustion, what do you understand? It is burning, right? So it requires to burn, it requires oxygen. So here also we have taken the example of methane. When methane is treated in the presence of oxygen, that it is when it is burned, we will get carbon dioxide and H2O, which is very harmful. So methane, when treated with oxygen, will get carbon dioxide and water. So we have discussed 2 main chemical properties of alkanes. The first one was the reaction with water, and the second one was the reaction with oxygen. That is, this reaction is known as combustion reaction. Okay. Next is an important topic, that is the conformation of ethane. We know ethane contain how many carbon atoms? Yes, ethane contain 2 carbon atoms. That is, we know the formula of ethane, that is C2H6. So what do you mean by the term conformation? It is just the spatial arrangement. We know the formula of ethane, and we are going to see how differently this molecule can be arranged in the space. So there are mainly 2 types of representation for ethane. The first one is Sohor's representation, and the second one is Newman projection. So we will see in detail what is Sohor's representation and Newman projection. Sohor's representation. See, it is a spatial arrangement. Here we know ethane contains 2 carbon atoms. So first carbon atom and second carbon atom. It is arranged in a spacious, however that first carbon is placed here, and there is a tilt, and the second carbon is placed here. And we have one carbon contain 4 bonds, that is 3 hydrogen to this first carbon atom and 3 hydrogen to the second carbon atom. And what is the difference of this to this? Here second carbon is same, right? There is not any change in the second carbon. What about the first one? Yes, it has been rotated. It has rotated and a change in conformation has occurred. So the first carbon atom is rotated in the opposite direction, and we got the hydrogen above, 2 hydrogens above and 1 hydrogen below. So we have termed it as eclipsed conformation, and this one is staggered conformation. So in conformation of ethane, the most stable conformation is staggered conformation. So hope it's clear. So the molecule is viewed along the axis of the model from an oblique angle. The central carbon atom, that is C, drawn as a straight line, slightly tilted. It is just a straight line. It is just tilted in order to represent 2 carbon atom correctly. The front carbon atom is shown at the left hand carbon, and there is a carbon shown at the upper right hand. This is front and this is upper right hand carbon. So in eclipse conformation, when it changed to staggered, only one carbon atom is rotated in an axis, and we obtained eclipsed and staggered conformation. This is known as Sohor's projection. Next, we will discuss about Newman projection of ethane. In Newman projection of ethane, we know for ethane there are two carbon atoms, and the first carbon atom is represented in the center of this. So to the carbon there are three hydrogen, and the second carbon atom is the circle itself. This circle is the second carbon. So to the carbon we have put three hydrogen. So the first one is the center portion represent the first carbon atom, and second the circle represents the second carbon atom. So this kind of structure or the conformation is known as staggered conformation of ethane. So what happens when it is changed to eclipsed? Similar in the case of Sohor's projection or the Sohor's representation. Here we'll keep it stable, the first carbon atom, and we'll rotate the circle carbon atom to 60 degree. So this will be just below the first one. Okay, so in order to represent it in a like on a paper, we have written it as, or we will draw it as just near to the other hydrogen. So it is the exact figure is like it will be just below the first hydrogen. So it is rotated to about 60 degrees. So see here both the hydrogen is 0 degree. That means there is no any angle difference. So it will be just below or just back to the front hydrogen atom. So here there will be an angle of 60 degree, and when it comes to eclipse there is no angle difference. So we have discussed about two main projections of ethane which is very important. That is the Sohor's projection or the Sohor's representation, and the second one was Newman projection. So in this video we have discussed about hydrocarbons. So from the term itself it's very clear that hydrocarbons means a molecule which consists of hydrogen and carbon. And we have discussed three major types of hydrocarbons, that is saturated hydrocarbon, unsaturated hydrocarbon, and the third one was aromatic hydrocarbon. And we have discussed in detail about alkanes, its physical properties and its chemical properties. Hope you are cleared with that topic. And at the last we discussed about the conformation of ethane. Two different types of conformation were there. First one was Sohor's representation and the second one Newman projection. So hope you understood the topic. Dear students, hope you understood the concept learned in this video thoroughly. Learners Knot believes in learning concepts through learn by doing method. For this, we have plenty of videos and experiments related to your topic and your syllabus. For this, please do visit our website www.learnersknot.com. I am Shaino Mary Jacob, your chemistry teacher, signing off. Let's catch up in our online Learners Knot classes. Thank you.